好，咁我哋有請李慧嫻幫我哋介紹佢嘅作品。
好啊，多謝 Alex。咁今次嘅展覽咧就分為3個部分嘅。第一個部分咧就而家我哋大家企喺呢度，咁咧就係講因為咧即係最初UST 圖書館揾我嗰陣時候咧，佢哋係因為咧就唔知道我做啲乜嘢嘅，最主要咧佢就知道我係好多做啲生活化嘅，咁而啲人物咧都係啲肥佬肥婆咁樣樣嘅，咁所以咧就我好想喺第一個部分嘅時候咧，就再次咧係介紹返自己。係即係一般為人熟悉嘅造型啦，同埋個生活內容嘅。咁特別咧，呢幾年咧都好多時咧就有機會展出嘅時候咧，係都會睇下個茶餐室嘅。咁因為茶餐室都係我嘅摯愛咯。咁佢亦都係一個我哋嘅香港嘅地道嘅文化。咁但大家咧對茶餐室一啲都唔陌生啦。咁你睇下我今日都盛裝而嚟咁樣樣，咁呢個橙色就交翻我哋嘅橙色。咁你哋可以睇細緻下，睇下可唔可以有個鐘係睇到自己嘅影子啊咁樣嚇。咁但係咧，我成日都係覺得咧團隊精神係好重要嘅。咁所以就我覺得茶餐室咧我都好中意同啲伙計有時傾下偈啊咁樣嚇。咁其他人啊我都會留意一下嘅。咁我就覺得有時我哋講香港精神咧，我就係覺得喺茶餐室特別係嗰啲伙計嗰度咧，就係即係表露無遺嘅。因為有時我一坐低啫。佢已經記得你會係有乜嘢食乜嘢，然後好快咧下1分鐘咧，佢因為費事你阻住佢個位嚇，咁就已經咧就啲奶茶咖啡啊，或者煙腸啊，或者啲三文治或者食開嘅通粉等等咧，就會飛埋嚟你嗰度嘅啦咁樣嚇。好啦，咁我哋不如慢慢咧行翻去後邊，因為展覽有3個部分啦，咁呢個第一個部分啦，咁然後我哋跟住咧就去第2同埋第3個部分。And then this is the second part of the exhibition, which starts right here. And I just use books to make books because in the Chinese thing we say, is there the house? No. Does the book hold the house of gold? You know, always we think that a study is always related to success. Success means money, right? To a certain extent. And that's why I try to construct some houses by using the books from my shelf. And now I become poor. I have no more books left. So this is the main part of the exhibition, and which constitutes the major work from my Artist in Residence program, which I did in 2016, from August to November in Shigaraki, Japan. They ran an Artist in Residence program, and I stayed there, and so life was completely different from Shigaraki than what I did in Hong Kong. There was no cha chan tang. And there's 1 or 2 cafes only, and the cafe closed 3. Sometimes I found one closed at 4 o'clock, and maybe another one closed at 5. And there, the life is very quiet, peaceful, and very simple, and very basic. Apart from cooking, there's nothing more to do. And so I stay in the 24-hour access studio and did my work, round the clock, right? Or whatever I prefer. And then you see the outcome here. Mainly, one group of wood firing, which I fancy very much. Because I don't have much chance. Anyway, I don't have a chance to make wood firing in Hong Kong. But there, they have a series of old wood firing kilns. And of course, I use the smallest one. And for wood firing, the most fascinating part is that I do not have to apply glaze. Glaze is the glassy or the colorful layer which attach to the clay body, right? And then you see tiny little spots, but they are not glaze. In fact, they are the ash from the wood. Because we have to put the pieces into the kiln, and then we take turns. I work with the partner. And then we take turns to put the wood into the kiln and keep the fire up for 24 hours. And so we took shifts. And the glaze is caused by the ash, because the ash will settle. It will settle, and then they just stay on the clay slabs. And thus, every piece is different. And this is the piece I love most here, I could say, because of this, I mean, it's unique, right? It's uniqueness, okay? And we just finished talking about it. If you have the time, maybe you can, you can look at the titles of the books, maybe you find something interesting, and make your own interpretation. And then now we move to this corner. This is the reading corner. This is the baby of Achi. So where's Achi? Achi, Achi, there are, as I mentioned in the opening, and saying that he's the art director of the whole venue. Okay, maybe the works maybe the works do not look as good as they are here now, without Achi's creativity and incentive. And so it's the corner, because I just told him that I have some wine cases, I want a bookshelf, and that's the brief that I gave. And then he worked from the 1st of February until I think 11 o'clock last night, and he finished. And I think when you come next time, I suppose he will work on it again. Mm-hmm. And then all the books are from my bookshelf. They are not books that I do not want. Actually, they are the books that I love, and I'm keeping. But as Mr. Tang speak that I'm a senior citizen. No, I don't have time. I don't have much time to read more books. And so I'm standing between here and there. Okay. And then I say that maybe if you feel like in addition to sit down and enjoy the books, please come back. At the last week of the week, and then you can take whatever you want, you fancy. But please do not bring your own books here. Because at the last day, I have to take the books back, right? I love this piece so much, I must tell you. Why does it title Concealed Words, right? That is the hidden words. It was when I was in Shigaraki, because the life there was so quiet, and then I don't have many friends there, and so every day. But then for those who know me, you know that I love chit chat, right? I'm talking all the time, and then I cannot stop, and so I talked to Clay at the time, and then I also ponder, my life, and maybe I have some good memories, some secrets, something that I did wrong. Now I always curse the students, right? And so I keep everything that maybe I don't talk about in daily conversations or in social life, and so all my secrets are kept inside. Believe it or not, or maybe you don't believe it, but then you can never open it once they are fired. But if you open them, then you have to break them first, right? Okay. Or maybe after you open them, you find there's nothing. That is just the life of Roseanne Lee, right? There's nothing there, okay? And now let's move to, maybe we can move to this piece. What attracts you most when you come here? It's an old Chinese saying. The studying is related to good fortune, related to getting money. But on the other hand, we always say that, if you are a scholar, if you study a lot, maybe you would be a poor guy, especially if you are a teacher, which I practiced for 30, 40 years. And so all the books are torn. I mean, it represents, but then, anyway, I found them quite interesting to look at. And it seemed that once they have finished their study, they want to look out into the world. But I don't know where they are heading for. I mean, maybe individually they have their own goals, right? Or they plan. And also they can interpret what do you mean by the bowl of gold? Maybe it's just another degree or a high position, or just to become a poor potter, right? or whatever. And maybe we move over there then. This is a very special clay. It's called Hak Yuying. Hak Yuying is from Shigaraki. It's black. I have been introduced to this clay, the first day I arrived at Shigaraki, they say the technician said they said that this is very special. You couldn't find it in anywhere else, and so I just start using it. In addition to many other different kinds of clay, which you can see over in the in the Chichek toast area over there. And I try to, because nowadays, even me, who used to love books, and then I'm giving them away. And so, but then still I love them. And so maybe there should be many other people who really want to hold on to hard copies instead of just reading books from our mobile phones. You know? And that's why I call them the bookkeepers, like this one, right? Yeah, And then this, what are this? And then there's another scene that I see every day in the MTR. We are not talking to each other anymore, right? And then we just hold on to our mobile phone. And so I call them phonetics, right? Playing the word, right? The phone, not really phonetics, but really, yeah. The editor here, right? That's the editor here, right? Okay, and I don't know. I would like to. I don't want to talk more, but I would like to leave it to you to see whatever you can get out of it from this piece. But then they're my books, and I spent 1 week trying to play with the puzzle to get all the books together. Right? Aren't they beautifully put together? Okay. So maybe move over here. This is an area for special sandwiches. You can come down and enjoy one or two. And this is, I made in Shigaraki again. You see, I made it as a, I didn't make it with a purpose. Now, preparing a block of clay and then cut them into slices, and then I just draw faces. I did not do it that way because it was the way that I used to do. That is, I have an idea or a concept, and then I would try my best to finish it or to push the idea to realize it. But in Shigaraki, as I have a lot of time, and so I can just sit down and look at the clay blocks, for half a day, doing nothing. And since I just sit down there and look, and I found them, they are looking back. And when they look back, I say, hi friend, hello, and then the dialogue starts. And so I look at them, and then they talk. They don't even only look at me, but they also talk back to me. But I'm from Hong Kong, and so maybe I don't know if the toast understand what I talk. I just talk about still the politics, the society, our status quo in Hong Kong. But what I treasure most is that, just like the conversation. I mean, the way they want to be, the appearance they want them to be, is that from themselves, not from me. And so I use a fishing line to cut the slices. And the slices, there are traces, like wrinkles, or then they are, the eyes, the wings, and the mouth that really, begin to talk. Then I just use the expression on the clay. I've never respect the clay as much as I did in Shigaraki. Right? Yeah. Okay, so let's move into the last part. The last bit is another gallery within the gallery. It's called the Gallery Mirage. Here, I really have nothing to say or to add more. I think the posters are here for you to enjoy. And I have been collecting them since the year 2000. And later on, after a few years, I started the collection. And then I went to Nanyang University to study cultural studies. And then I did a homework or a piece of paper about this advertisement. And what really fascinating me was, should I admire them? Should I take them as my role model? And sometimes I just wonder, like this one, it's like the gifts really. Because this beautiful lady has a ribbons, like when we wrapped up a gift for artists, no? The ribbon here, ribbon there, and ribbon everywhere, you know. Why? What happened? And then when you move in, when you have a good look at everyone, I mean, there are messages for you. There are messages to retell. For example, like the lady over there with a peacock. With a peacock? I mean, this one, who's the admirer of this one? But at last, you know, maybe there's a male admirer of this lady. But this is very tricky. Do we keep pets like this? You know, how rich I have to be able to keep a peacock as a pet bird, right? But maybe I don't want to say too much. I think they are here for you to enjoy. And this is the last word of of the gratitude. You want to explain this one? Oh, okay. Sorry, I forgot that. This fatties, I like to call them the fatties. Yes, please move in. Please move in. Yeah, please move in. Yeah, 或者我企喺嗰度。So welcome to the Gallery Mirage. Welcome to the San Hua Long. Okay. So we especially with the Chi's recommendation, we raised the platform. I mean, we raised the plinth to this height so that we can get into the world of these little figures at the height or at the level, at their eye level, to look at it. See how they admire, you know, everything around. But sometimes maybe I see myself in them, right? Except that maybe I'm not that fat, actually. And on both sides there are houses too. And like this one, as a too bad, it's all written in Chinese. It's all the big names of the buildings, of the property market. The names are so big and so high, which we could never reach. Because the little houses, they have the names like Palace. Palace and, I don't know, the big mansions. Or sometimes, but most of the names I could not pronounce in English. They must be in French or Italian. But still, like some of the houses, they are overshadowed by other even higher buildings, and all the walkway there, they are very small alleys that you can't even see the sea. When they in the property apps, when they sell the selling point is maybe a sea wheel, or a mountain wheel, or some great grasslands. No, maybe you can get always just a little gap, 4 inches of sea wheel, but of course it will cost you $1 million. Okay, yeah. I suppose I come to the end. Yeah, I have nowhere to go. No, okay. And so please enjoy. As I said, I hope that the show is not dry and wordy. Right? Okay, thank you. 多謝晒咁多位，好多謝你哋。
Are you ready to answer questions from
Oh, is that the Q&A?
Yeah.
But usually when we teach, we never get questions, right? Right? Okay. Any response, any feedback, to the show?
Anything you want to ask, Rosanna?
Yeah. Well, as usual. Yes. Yes.
So when you designed these fatties, did you design them with the idea that they'd be gazing at the property ads, or did you make these separately and then you went, aha, I can put them together with my property ad collection?
Aha, right? Aha. These are really people really always see them looking up, but this time, the whole group is new. I just made them particular for this exhibition, because I have been thinking, how should I share this collection to friends? And of course, they're my love, I cannot share anything without them. And so I think of them. It's a really particular design. And also, they say the razor pin is particularly designed by Chi. We really have some argument. he wanted it to be high, right? But then I say, because he worked from his height. And then I want to work from my height. And so we have an argument, and he's a gentleman. He let me have my way in the end. But then I let him have one thing. I set a platform, again, for a small person like me. I would think the platform is too big. But we compromised, and then he kept it as 1 meter wide, right? Yeah, which I just want 800. Okay. Okay. Yes, a good question. Good question. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, a gentleman earlier mentioned that you reflect a lot on life and death.
Oh yes.
So I feel a lot of happiness in all these things you create.
Yeah.
So is the theme death sort of being expressed in some way here, or in the secrets, or?
Okay, but not here actually. I think dying on death could be happiness, because there's somewhere maybe I also promise happiness too. Actually, it's because of where I live. I live in Hong Kong, where in all the funeral parlors and the flower shops, the urn shops and coffin shops. They are part of my daily life, So I better make it a happy environment for myself, okay? And I like to collect paper offerings because of their bright colors. They're really happy. The Chinese colors are related to the paper offerings. They're all bright, right? Shocking colors, shocking blue, shocking pink. And actually, within a small circle, I'm well known for collecting paper funeral shoes. Yeah. I have 600 pairs of them, but I'm not a mother. Yeah. And then I did a great show of showing my collections of shoes in Germany, interesting, in a museum too. So there are people to share my happiness around the world. Yeah. So, but actually, they're not the idea of this one. Yeah. The idea must be. For me, the show, I'm happy to be here because I'm related to books, related to the library. Because the corner that Archie built, because I wanted an extension of the library. Yeah, so that everyone can sit down and enjoy the books, or even take it away, which you can't imagine that you would do or happen in the library, right? Okay, thank you. Yeah.
Rosanna?
Yes?
Why do you choose choppy figure?
Choppy.
Instead of, this is not trendy, right? Today everybody want to be diet, slim. So why do you choose?
Yeah, look at me. I'm nothing to do with trends, right? I'm not a trendy person. Yeah. I think they are always happy. I mean, a choppy look, rather than a skinny person, in a way that even the appearance can tell. They are happy and contained. And as far as I know myself or understand myself, I'm not a critical person, and so I don't have something really that I have to be, too serious, or too sad about it, and so I rather like choppy figures. They're good to touch, You feel free. You feel free to touch them, Yeah, and
We touch them?
yes, of course. It's just because everything is under cover, right? Except for this table, so you feel free to really touch them, and leave a check if you want to take them home, right? Yes. Any more questions, friends? Okay.
Maybe you can talk to Rosanne later. Yeah.
Yes, anytime. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Rosanne. And let's give a round of applause to Rosanne.
多謝。